Previously on challenge mode. But yeah, that's $40 worth of product. Let's go ahead, crack it open, and hopefully we can pull some good stuff. We can probably end up using the Lancia in our side deck. The Elder Entity is gonna be in limbo for now until we can maybe hopefully pull a Diviner of Herald. But the deck profile is basically going to stay the same this week. We won 8 duels in a row. That's another $100 into our YGOHSA. Thank goodness. Well, I don't have much to say at the end of this video other than I'm thinking we're going to jump back into Genesis Impact. It's been a wild ride, but I think we're finally ready to start looking for our Novas again. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is fucking expensive.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy ThePokéMonarch and welcome back to Sealed Only Yu-Gi-Oh! Challenge Mode. Lately, we've been trying to add some consistency to our deck using Drytron Nova by opening Genesis Impact. Now, it is a crucial card to the deck, and I probably should have searched for it earlier on, but I'm so lucky with how the deck has turned out so far, and I'm just trying to add that little bit of oomph to the deck and make it a little bit more consistent. That being said, we are going to open up a $48 booster box of Genesis Impact. So editing PokéMonarch is going to go ahead and interject right now. I'm speeding these up in the background to 16 times speed. I don't know if that's too fast, and my computer is a little slow to be running the software that I have. It's DaVinci Resolve, so I can't really, a lot of times I can't really see what exactly the video is going to look like when it's done, but hopefully you can see that we are opening up boxes of Genesis Impact. I believe this is the second one. In that first one, you might have seen we actually pulled a second Meteonis Drytron. I think we pull more than just one out of these boxes that we have. Yeah, we pulled one in the second box as well. Here we actually are going to open up some OTS packs on the side, but we just go ahead and start smashing through all these boxes. This is box number 3. We actually got a lot of stuff for Magistus. We got a lot of stuff for Evil Twin, Live Twin, whatever it is. So those are both pretty good decks, but I think we're just going to stick to Drytron because we have the core down so well, and the deck is just coming along really great. This is the 4th box right here. We actually, I think in the previous box, we pulled a Collector's Rare the Link Tour Guide monster or whatever. We didn't even realize it, or I didn't even realize it until after. I don't know why I use the word we so much, and I'm just rambling on, but I'm trying to find stuff to talk about while you're watching me open these boxes that had absolutely no Novas in them. And I didn't want to drag this on. We're on week 14 right now. I didn't want to drag each box on to different episodes, so what we did here is we just went ahead, again, I'm using we again, but I just went ahead and used the money from the YGOHSA to spend $288 on Genesis Impact. And right now, we are just hoping to pull a Drytron Nova, at least one. So I'll let myself continue from here. It's a Drytron Nova! Awesome. Wow. Okay. Alright. Awesome. We got our second Drytron Nova. We are probably not going to go for the third one, as it's just it's a lot of money to be putting into Genesis Impact. We have you know what, let me get some sleeves for actually all of those. I'll be right back. Alright, so really cool that we actually pulled our second Drytron Nova. Really glad to see that. I'm just going to put all these ultras into sleeves. These boxes of Genesis Impact basically cost us, you know, what is it, $48 a piece? So, it's cost us a lot of money to get our Drytron Nova. Now, we have pulled, you know, pretty well from them, just we don't have 3 Drytron Novas, and I think that's okay. I think between Cyber Emergency, 2 Novas, and just being able to draw into Alpha and Zeta and stuff like that, I think we'll be alright. But let's go ahead and continue opening the remainder of these packs. And again, they're like 48 bucks a piece for these boxes, so we had to pull $8 from the YGOHSA in order to open this up. The last pack of Genesis Impact, probably for the remainder of the series, and we have Majestus Divinity Dragon. Alright, so one step closer to completing our Drytron deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the deck profile, see what changed. Real quick interjection, for no reason other than me being lazy and wanting to make things simpler for myself, I am going to cut the amount of duels that we can do per week in half. Meaning, we are going to do a maximum of 4 duels per week. If we get 2 wins in a row, we get $10 toward the YGOHSA, 3 wins is 20, and 4 wins is 40. Now, let's go ahead and jump into those duels and see how we did this week. Duel number 1, we are going off a random off EDO Pro. His name is Silly Guy. So we go into Nova and Alpha is brought out. Then we summon out the Link Karibo. Alpha is summoned and we are able to summon out the Line of the Light Charmer. Her name is Line of the Light Charmer Shining, I guess? Or Lustrous in English, my bad. So in any case, we summon out our Mu Beta, we summon out our Ben 10, and we have just full combo basically. We make it so that they can't special summon, and his only way really over our Vanity's Ruler would be to kaiju it, but luckily, or over our Herald I meant, would be to kaiju it, but we have Vanity's Ruler on the field, so fortunately we were able to do that, and we had just attack for lethal on this turn. Duel number 2, they just set 1 and pass. We go ahead and go into our full combo again, going into Alpha, and summon out our Gamma with our Delta, going and summoning Mu Beta Fafnir. Zeta gets activated, and we go ahead and add our Herald of Ultimateness. We summon out Ben 10. We're able to use Delta to draw a card, and we go and activate Mu Beta Fafnir's, or no, I mean Midionis Drytron's effect, and we just end up with a really big board and attack into him for really big damage. Our opponent draws a card, and they surrender. Next, we are going against Chew the Whoop, who is playing his Sealed Only Orcus deck. We activate Drytron Nova, and we go into Link Karibo. Alpha is summoned out, then Zeta. Then we add the ritual spell. From here, we go into the Mu Beta Fafnir. We activate the effect of our Midionis to bring out Ben 10, and then Ben 10 gets tributed for Gamma, which brings out Zeta, and we get to add the Vanity's Ruler. So we end up on our typical board of Herald and Vanity's Ruler. It's just a pretty decent board, I think. We negate with Herald, and he surrenders. Duel number 2. Chew goes ahead and activates redeployment, bringing out Fortress, and right here, this is basically like his full combo hand. He goes into Scrap Wyvern and brings out Citadel, and Scrap Wyvern brings out the Scrap Golem, which summons back the junk or the Scrap Recycler, and Chew goes into Lib, setting the World Legacy Succession. Then Scrap Golem is summoned out, and Scrap Recycler again, dumping a card to the graveyard. Goes into that awesome Nightmare Griffin. Moving forward, you know, he's just going into a pretty beefy board, man. It's freaking scary. But he sets the Orchestrated Babble, and summons out the Dingirsu. Now, I go ahead and summon out the Delta. At this point, I go into Relinquish Anima, and I didn't think about it, but I probably should have just gone into Link Karibo, because that's the only way that the Citadel was able to activate its effect. And I wasn't used to going against Nightmare Griffin at this point, but I mean, it is what it is. In any case, we end up with a 3k booty on our side of the field, and he just goes ahead and uses Unicorn to wipe it off the face of the earth. From here, Chew is able to just attack into us for some pretty good damage, leaving us at 2,800 life points left. Setting 2 cards face down, he passes turn to us, and we draw into basically nothing because he goes into the Dino-Miscus. Duel number 3, can we take it? We start off with Alpha and Zeta, and he doesn't have any hand traps, so hopefully we can take this one. He goes into Ben 10, and or we go into Ben 10, and then we go ahead and use the Midionis Drytron We summon out Herald of Ultimateness, and we're able to add the Vanity's Ruler. We go into Delta for no apparent reason, really. We just end up with Ruler and Ultimateness again. He goes ahead and activates the Recycler. He goes into Terraforming, and we negate the activation of his Mystic Mine. So from here, it's our turn, and we go ahead and grab the Meteonis Drytron. We go into the Herald of Ultimateness. Then we bring out the Lumina thing, and we just attack. We don't go for a game right now. Now we pass turn to him, and he draws into a Phantasme, which he probably could have used last turn, but he just surrenders from there. Next up, we are going against Nick Demura Tundra on YouTube. So we draw into a really crappy hand and pass turn. We negate his Seifert, and he passes turn to us. He ends up on a Blue Eyes White Dragon on his side of the field. So we go into Terraforming, and we add Fafnir. We activate Fafnir, adding Nova. Go into our Eva, and we're able to add 2 of the level 2 fairies to our hand. So he goes into Nebula Dragon, Galaxy Spiral Dragon, and just basically is able to, again, wipe us off the face of the earth. No, I'm just kidding. But he goes ahead and wipes our board off the face of the earth, is what I mean. So he negates our spell card. We set a monster face down and pass turn. And we just had a really freaking terrible hand this time around. It's unfortunate. But he goes into Numeron Dragon with 25,000 attack points. Not 2,500, 25,000 freaking attack points. That's nuts. Duel number 2. We go first. And we go into Cyber Emergency. And we go for the Alpha Zeta play. Or Alpha Gamma, I'm sorry. And we summon out the Zeta from the graveyard with the Gamma. We're able to add Meteonis Drytron back to our hand. We activate it, summoning out our Ben 10, and then we go into Vanity's Ruler. And we just end up on Vanity's Ruler, Link Karibo. So he goes into Sage and Cards of Consonance. And basically, not being able to special summon is kind of hurting him right now. It would kind of hurt anyone, honestly. But we go ahead and go into Alpha. We go into... we get Droll and Lockbirded. And we go into Gamma with Zeta. And then we're able to summon out the Phoenix, summon out the Unicorn, summon out the Access Code, activating its effect, and he just surrenders. So in Duel number 3, Nick goes first. And he just basically uses his whole hand to end up on a danger monster and a set face down. So his face down is actually a trade-in, so he's kind of bluffing with it. The only thing that he has against us right now would be the Nibiru, basically, which he is going to use against us, tributing our entire field to give us a 3k booty. Or 3,500 attack also, but we were far from done with our plays. We go into Link Karibo, Phoenix, Effect Veiler. We go into Nightmare Unicorn, getting rid of his monster on the field. And then we're able to go into Cyber Emergency. We use our ritual spell to bring out our Herald, and we just attack into him for some pretty good damage there. So now it's Nick's turn, and he uses Pot of Desires, and we negate it. And he surrenders. So last we are going up against Nick again, actually, and this is with his full power PK deck. So he goes ahead and I don't know if this is full power. I think this might be his sealed only PK deck. But in any case, we go into our combo. He actually went first, setting 2. We go into our Mu Beta Fafnir, but he Forbidden Chalices our Mu Beta, and we end up going into Gamma with Beta, and we use Ben 10. We go into Nightmare Phoenix to pop the back row, and we go into Nightmare Unicorn, and we mess up and just send our Nightmare Unicorn back to the deck. He goes into Armageddon Knight, which we negate, and he ends his turn. Now we draw into a, luckily we draw into a Drytron monster. We go into Alpha, we go into Gamma, bringing back Fafnir. We summon out Unicorn, go into Access Code, and attack, bringing him very close to being finished, but not quite. So he draws into a Phantom Knights monster and just attacks into our monster to kill himself. And now we are in our second duel against Nick right now. We negate the Armageddon Knight summon, and now it's our turn. We go into Cyber Emergency, and we use Fafnir to add Nova. We use Nova to summon Delta. We go into our Link Kribo. We summon Delta, and then we go into our Alpha using Ben 10. Ben 10 is going to, well, basically we go into Fafnir. We summon out our Ben 10. Just summon out a pretty good board so far, and we use Midiona's Drytron again to summon out our 4K beefy board. We go into Unicorn. We summon out the Eva to go into our Overkill, and we just attack into our opponent for game. So thanks, Nick, for dueling against me twice this week. Thanks, Chu, for dueling against me, and thank you, Silly Guy. You know, we got 4 wins this week, meaning that we are going to get $40 into our YGOHSA, and I hope you guys don't mind that we're not doing up to 8 duels anymore. It just makes it a lot easier for me to be able to get duels, because it's kind of hard to get people to actually do full matches against me. I don't want to be showing those EDO Pro one and done duels anymore, because that's kind of lame. Honestly, I don't like doing that. I just wanted to showcase how annoying it is when people just quit on you. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed all the duels and our one Drytron Nova that we pulled from 6 boxes of Genesis Impact. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please be sure to like the video as always, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content like this. Also, don't forget to watch Building on a Budget, my next Yu-Gi-Oh journey, and my sealed only Yu-Gi-Oh journey. Have a great day, and thanks again. I'll catch you next time.